Carlos Slim was the richest man in the world from 2007 to 2015. Currently worth $50 billion, the companies he owns account for 40% of the Mexican stock exchange. His wealth is approximately equal to 5% of Mexico's GDP. Starting when he was 12 years old when he bought his first stock, he's built an empire consisting of companies involved in telecommunications, real estate, construction, airlines, media, retail, industrial production, and finance. Carlos Slim was born on the 28th of January, 1940, into a family of Lebanese Christian immigrants to Mexico. His father made good money in commerce and real estate. Carlos was interested in his father's business and learned a lot about management and keeping accurate financial records. His father passed away in 1953, and Carlos continued working at the company, which was being passed on to him. After high school, he studied civil engineering at the National Autonomous University of Mexico. He graduated in 1961 and immediately started working as a stock trader in Mexico City. By 1965, at the age of 25, his trading had netted him roughly $400,000, more than $3 million adjusted for inflation. With this money, he opened his own brokerage firm called Inversora Bursátil. He soon started rapidly expanding into other industries in the 1960s and 70s. By 1980, he was mostly invested in industry, construction, mining, retail, food, and tobacco. In the beginning of the 1980s, the Mexican economy contracted rapidly, which offered a huge opportunity to Carlos Slim. As many banks were struggling and foreign investors were cutting back on investing, Slim began investing heavily and bought many companies at depressed valuations. Buying troubled assets at depressed prices to resell them later at an attractive price is a business strategy that Slim has executed throughout his career. By the late 1980s, Slim had forged close ties with President Carlos Salinas de Gortari and the ruling Institutional Revolutionary Party. In 1990, the Gortari administration privatized Telmex, and Slim, along with SBC and France Telecom, made the $1.76 billion purchase. Slim later won management control of Telmex, alienating France Telecom, but keeping close relations with SBC. His tight control of Telmex upset his competitors, as well as some consumers critical of the communications giant. The mobile telephone division of Telmex, América Móvil, became a separate company in 2001 and enjoyed several years of spectacular growth, eventually becoming one of the largest telecommunications companies in the world. América Móvil purchased its former parent in 2011. According to the OECD, telephone service in Mexico is monopolized. This monopoly consists of Carlos Slim's América Móvil and Telmex. Telmex has a market share of 80% of the fixed-line market in Mexico. América Móvil has an 80% market share of the mobile phone service market. This monopoly is overcharging Mexicans billions of dollars while inhibiting growth and competition. This monopoly is partially due to the Mexican government's restriction on foreign investment and lack of regulatory authority. Carlos Slim does not live an extravagant lifestyle, at least not by billionaire standards. Carlos Slim's everyday car is a custom Mercedes 4x4, which he likes to drive by himself even through heavy Mexico City traffic, and a beefed-up Chevy Suburban for more rugged occasions. He also owns a rare Bentley Continental Flying Spur, a powerful luxury sedan few mortals can easily afford. His real estate includes a modest 6-bedroom home close to where he grew up and the Duke Simons Mansion on Fifth Avenue in New York. While cars and real estate is impressive, it's not as impressive as owning a museum. Named after Slim's late wife, Sumaya Domi, the Museo Somaya opened in 2011 and features over 60,000 works of art by renowned artists like Rodin, Leonardo da Vinci, Picasso, and Renoir, as well as by Mexican muralists Diego Rivera and David Alfaro Siqueiros. Carlos Slim spent around $34 million to build the museum, which was designed by architect Fernando Romero. This is also where he keeps his collection of rare coins, historical documents, and religious relics. The artwork and artifacts inside are worth almost $1 billion, distributed between 6 main exhibition rooms. It's one of the largest museums of its kind in Latin America. The Suamaya Museum holds individual pieces and collections. Much of the museum's holdings are from Slim's own collection. A lifetime as a businessman in many different industries has made Carlos Slim one of the richest men in the world. He's so well diversified that he's unlikely to step down from his throne as Mexico's richest man anytime soon. Thanks for watching. Please nuke the like button and subscribe to be notified when I release the next video.
I'm Slim Shady, yes I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating, so won't the real